Hello everyone, welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, and we are set free. We have gotten our training wheels taken off, and we are now out in the world, and we can do, well, whatever we want, which is a great feeling to have. So, now, as I have said a couple times before, this game does not hold your hand at all. It does not hold your hand and drag you in a linear direction that the story needs you to go on. You can go to whatever direction you want to. You can even go straight to the final boss if you wanted to and just beat the game right now. We could do that, but we're not going to do quite that. We're gonna experience this game for everything it has to offer. Now, though this game does not drag you in a linear direction, or it doesn't force you to go here, here, and here. It does make some recommendations. So it did recommend that we go to Kakariko Village. If you watch the last cutscene at the end of the last episode, the King of Hyrule was telling us that if we go to Kakariko Village, we'll find Impa waiting there, and she can tell us a lot more useful information. So the game definitely does at times recommend places for you to go, but it by no means does it force it down your throat. So I'm just gonna go with it. This whole playthrough is just gonna be me just winging it and just going by my instinct. I'm just gonna try to play the game as casually as I can, and playing it as if I'm just playing on my own. Really, I mean, I'll try to keep the playthrough moving. Like I'm not gonna do stuff that's completely boring and uninteresting. I'm gonna try to do stuff that's fun for a let's play. But I'm just gonna wing it. So that's exactly what I'm doing. So we are going to head in this direction. I do have an idea what I want to do in this episode. Let me get it in view right here. Now I'm interested in that. See, what happens with this game often is that you'll be planning your route, but then you'll see something that looks interesting, and this looks interesting, so I'm gonna go check it out. There's an enemy over there, Chew Jelly. I don't think we've seen a Chew Jelly yet. Maybe we have, or Chew Chew. I want to see what this is all about. This actually doesn't look familiar to me at all. Every now and then you'll see like these ruined buildings. I mean, that's really what Hyrule is in this game. It's just a bunch of like ruins. You're gonna find a lot of ruined towns and buildings and stuff. It's really cool. This is probably a Korok. Yeah. Anytime you find like a rock in a suspicious spot, it's probably a Korok underneath. You'll learn very quickly the signs of Koroks. But anyway, my main plan for right now is to head towards that. I don't want to zoom in on it, but that mountainous structure there looks pretty interesting. And that is called Dueling Peaks. It's actually inspired by something that appears in the artwork for the original Legend of Zelda game for NES. There's a well-known picture of Link. I think it was on like the owner's manual too. It's a picture of Link looking into the sunset, and then in the background there's there's a pair of mountains that are kind of like split and looking just like that. How it's like split down the middle. So um, so that's what that's inspired of, because for the promotional artwork for this game, there's a picture that is inspired by that, where Link's on a cliff and he's looking towards those mountains. And yeah, so again, as I've probably have said before, this game is really in spirit. It's the original. It's like what the original Zelda game is in the future, I guess. Anytime I get to a big tree, I want to check on top of it to see if there's a Korok there. So we'll take a quick look. I have to still remember I don't have any stamina. Nothing on top of this one. Sometimes you'll find eggs on top of big trees too. I found nothing here. But yeah, that pair of mountains, Dueling Peaks, that's a good place to go early in the game because I know for a fact there are at least 3 shrines, if not 4, in that general area. If we get to that, um, if we get to those mountains, so that's where I'm. That's right now my main destination. But prepare for me to get distracted a lot. That's gonna happen all the time in this playthrough. Oh, hello, let's do this. I think that's the first time seeing one of these too, an Octorok. Oh, we were close enough to do it. We can just chop it. There we go. They usually go down in one hit. So yeah, you will find Octoroks throughout the world. They kind of act the way they did in Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask, where they just kind of pop out and shoot at you. Only, I guess in those games they were only in water, whereas in this game they're on land and they're in water. So you just gotta look out for them. They don't really move. They're stationary most of the time. Some of them do move a little bit, but they're stationary for the most part, and they just kind of pop out and shoot rocks at you. And you kill them in the ways you would expect. You could deflect the rocks back at them with your shield, just like you have in other classic Zelda games. And they can be pretty annoying, the Octoroks, because they're so accurate. They can hit you from so far away. I don't know. So I'll be getting frustrated by those at times. See, I really want to check out this swamp down here now. You're going to notice in the bottom right corner of the screen, I no longer have all that display down there. I don't have the mini map or whatever else was down there. I've turned off all that stuff and went into pro mode on my HUD because I no longer want to be influenced by the mini map. Because I think if I were to have it on, it would show me a dot where Kakariko Village was, and then I would be influenced to maybe follow that dot. Oh boy. Am I really taking so long to shoot this guy? I don't have anything. Okay, well, never mind. I do see a rock here I can interact with. Anytime you see a rock... Actually, let's see. You know, that's not magnetic, is it? Sometimes it might be magnetic, but this is clearly a rock that we can hit away with stasis. So, you'll get to recognize these rocks as you go. So, I don't even know if I have a good weapon, though, to hit that with. No, I have a sledgehammer, because I think just recently we did a stasis trial where we got their ability. So we'll go ahead and freeze this and use our iron hammer to get this guy to fly away. Actually want to get quite a few hits on it to get a good... I didn't expect it to go that... Did it kill something? That totally killed something. That totally just killed like a goat or something that sounded like a goat. Let me see if I can find that. I want to claim it's meat now. I see some Lizalfos out there. I want to be careful not to go too far out there. Oh, yes, there's just one... in camouflage right there. Right there you can see a camouflage Lizalfos, so you'll be seeing those all over the place. We haven't fought any Lizalfos yet. I don't think I'm going to find that where that goat was killed. I'd love to. There's another Lizalfos right there walking around. That's just too funny. I wish I could actually claim the prize for it. I don't know where it's at. You can see items with like you see collectible items by means of like a spark. You can see a spark laying around. There's our first rupee, is it? Yeah, that's our first time we found a rupee. That's 50 rupees right there. So that's, you know, I think I talked about this before. So you do still find rupees hidden around in the world like you usually would. You just don't find them like hidden away in grass. Like if I were to chop this grass down, I wouldn't find rupees in it. Yeah, I don't know where that goat died. I really want to get it. That's just perfect how that rock actually flew back and it killed a goat. And now I can't get the meat from it. Don't want to fight the Lizalfos right now. I'm not equipped for it. We'll get to that when we get to it. I guess I'm just going to head back in the direction of the peaks. So, that's what I will do. Let's get up high. How much closer, how much... Okay, yeah, and we can see a tower right there that I can climb. So that's a tower for this area. So on the map, like for the entire map of Hyrule, it's split off into regions, and there's a tower in each region. And when you get to a tower and climb it and activate it, you can unlock the region on your map. So let me just open up my map. That's the wrong button. zoom out. You can kind of see the outlines of the regions on the map, but we don't actually see, you know, anything there, just black. And the only thing that's filled out is the Great Plateau. And you actually see right here, this dot shows, this is where Kakariko Village is, this dot. I am actually heading in that direction, so eventually I will get there. I wonder if I can turn that off so I don't see that. Hold on. Let's go over here. This is your quest screen. And if I can just deactivate that, there you go. And I shouldn't have that on my map now. Yeah. We'll go over the quest screen later. I kind of want to just keep playing. Oh, come on. Float on down. So we just keep heading this direction. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure there are at least 3, if not 4 shrines in this general area. There's one I know coming up pretty close at the base of the mountains. There's one on each of the mountains, so that's 2 more. And there should be another one on the other side of the mountain if I'm not mistaken. So I should be awfully close to one. I could climb the tower right now, but I'm going to try to hold off at the towers until a little bit later. I wish I had some arrows to kill that guy with. I don't. Do I? Hold on. No, I have fire arrows. I still don't have regular arrows? I thought I did. I thought I collected some at the end of... Or, like, somewhere around the end of the Great Plateau. Let's get rid of this guy with a hammer. I don't want to use a hammer on him. Just use a spear. These guys generally will go out in one shot. So, try to use your weaker weapons on the choo-choos if you can. Yeah, I don't know if we're really equipped right now to climb the towers. The towers can, a lot of times, be pretty tricky. They make the towers tough to get to and maybe tough to climb as well. So, kind of want to be ready for a challenge, you know, if you want to climb a tower. This one doesn't look too bad. It looks like it's easy to climb. I'm just seeing what's surrounding it. Usually there's a great deal of enemies surrounding it. There's a flower right here. You might think this is a collectible flower, but actually when you walk up to it, it's going to disappear and go to a different spot. So, where did it go? There it is. So, it will disappear again. Different spot right there. Just follow it. I think I'm going to have to do some swimming. Yep. So, this is really our first time swimming. Swimming kind of works the same way as climbing does. You use up a little bit of stamina as you go, and you can have a little burst of stamina used as well if you want to gain some distance. Unfortunately, the current is taking me away from that, but what we can do to get around that is we can use Cryonosis or Cryonis. I'm never going to say that right. Climb the block. Ooh, see, that's how bad this current is I can't even get to the block. I'll do one more just to be safe. Probably gonna have to do it one more time. It should be right across. We'll do 1 block for this. That should be good enough. Oh, hello. Now get on the block. Just climb up here, and this should be the last time we would touch the flower, and that will make a Korok appear. So, again, one of many ways you get Koroks, and you'll learn those signs as you go. I'm right next to the tower. I mean, why not? And then I can find the shrine that I'm trying to find, which I know it's somewhere around here. So, let's just do it. What the hell? It's right here. I wanted to hold off on getting the towers because I kind of want to explore the map as it is, like, right now. Just completely blank. But I have no rebuttal for why I'm doing the tower. It's right here. It's bothering me. I'm going to do it. You can kind of tell this is kind of meant to be early game because... this is easy to get to and it's easy to climb, so everything that I just said earlier about the towers being difficult to get to and difficult to climb, well, this one does not fit that criteria at all. It's actually extremely easy to get to and extremely easy to climb, even with 1 stamina wheel. We do have to rest at these spots. Eventually I'll be able to climb these without resting at all, almost. Oh no, I shouldn't say that. You pretty much have to rest on all these. But this one's really easy because, like, even the landscape allows you to get maybe like a quarter of the way up before you even start climbing. So this is definitely early game territory, so I'm not really doing anything special by going in this direction. I'm kind of going where the game wanted me to go anyway. Maybe that's what they meant to happen with Dueling Peaks, because like Dueling Peaks is so, odd looking that it would catch your attention and say, oh, well, that looks interesting, let's go there, you know. So maybe they did that on purpose to kind of get you to go towards Kakariko Village. Alright, so we activate this, and this will uncover the whole map. Not the whole map, this whole region, I should say. So this is going to be a pretty crucial part of the map, too, if I remember correctly. It's pretty much right in the center of everything. Maybe like the east center, but actually it's not as big as I thought. Never mind. I mean, some of these portions of the map are huge that you're going to be unlocking. So that was actually pretty small. Oh, and yeah, we got that, too. This is the Sheikah sensor. What this does is, it actually senses shrines that are nearby that you haven't been to yet, and that is a very easy way to find the shrines. So I'm gonna have this turned off because I want to be able to. I want to find the shrines on my own instinct. I don't want to have this helping me, and sometimes it actually deceives me. So yeah, how to get into this. Yeah, I mean, it'll blink more the closer you are, so if you head in this direction, it blinks more and more and more. See, this is a bit tricky over here to tell which one it actually is talking about, because there, like I said before, there are 3 shrines in this general area, so I don't really know which shrine it's blinking me at, but yeah, it's pretty self-explanatory how it works. The closer you get, the faster it blinks, and yeah, sometimes they can actually be deceiving, because there are some shrines that are like inside of a cave or something like that, and then you'll be like on the back side of the cave, and this thing will be blinking, and you'll be like, where's the shrine at? And I don't know, it's hard to explain how it deceives you, but there are just times where it will deceive me into thinking that I'm by a shrine, but there's a different way to get to the shrine. So, if that made any sense, I don't know if that did. But once I get to this first shrine, I'm going to turn this off. I'll have it on just for this first shrine. You see in the water, we might have to fight them too. Let's go ahead and fight these guys off. I keep doing the whistle. The whistle is for getting horses to come at you, so we'll be dealing with horses fairly soon. We should be getting close to that. Looks like that's the shrine right up there. You can barely see the outside of it. I don't know if I can climb that, though. Let's see if I can... Okay, it gets a little bit lower here. I can break this, get something out of it. Might as well. Get some amber. I think that's, what, 30 rupees? Maybe 60? I don't remember. Here's the shrine. So, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and turn off the shrine sensor. Because I want to find these organically. I want to find them naturally with my own instincts. On top of that, I already know where a lot of them are anyway. At least I have a general idea. So I'm going to go ahead and turn this off for the rest of this playthrough. Not going to use that at all. I actually might... Actually, I take that back. I might use that for other purposes to find certain items. Because eventually you gain the ability to use the sensor for items, too. Track down like any kind of item or collectible, and that can be pretty helpful. So I might use that, but I'm not going to use it to find shrines. Alright, so timing is critical. So again, the name of the of the shrine, or at least this, I don't even know if this is really the name of the shrine, but the sub-name, the name of the trial, we'll say it's a trial name. That will give you a clue what to do. So timing is critical. Hit the switch, drop the ball down there. I really don't know how timing is critical plays a factor into this shrine in particular, because there really isn't a whole lot of timing-based puzzles on this. Essentially, what you're trying to do is you're getting these balls into the holes. So I'm just gonna check up here. See if there's anything up here. There is not. So we'll hit this switch and that'll tilt both of them. So we want to step off to get it to go down to that hole. So I guess there's somewhat of timing in that, because if you jump, you have to get off at the right time for it to tilt back down. But it's not really critical. Like, the word critical implies that you have to be, like, dead on with it, which really you don't. There's pretty good margin for error with this. But yeah, you're gonna be noticing the puzzles in the shrines are oftentimes gonna involve you getting these, like, these orange balls into these holes. So, the puzzles are kind of samey in that sense. So, we want to do that. And then, this one this one I guess you could say timing is critical. So, you want to jump off at just the right time for it to kind of fling the ball up to get into the hole. So, you have to, yeah, this one is definitely, you can say timing is critical here. So, maybe that's what the title's talking about. Luckily, that wasn't too bad. Now, there's a chest up there that I do really want because it's a good item to have. But I don't remember how you get it. I might have to go... Really, I should have pressed that switch down, shouldn't I? Yeah, let me press that switch down. And actually, what I would do, because it doesn't stay down on its own, you have to have something holding it. So I want to do, I think... You can use stasis on that. No! You left it just the right time. Stupid platform. Let's try that again. Hold it down. Hit. No, I'll have to wait for stasis to reload now. Alright, let's see if I have enough time to make it this time. Should be good. Might have to run. See, even after having played this game all the way through, I still, for whatever reason, get controls mixed up. So you're going to be seeing this a lot, where I will hit the wrong button. I hit the wrong button all the time in this game. It's just slightly, it's just different enough, like, as far as the control scheme goes, from the other Zelda games, that for whatever reason, I don't know, I've never, like, gotten to the point where I don't hit the wrong button. I don't know. But anyway, the item we just got is the Climber's Bandana, so I'm gonna put that on after we get out of here. Alright, so we got our first new Spirit Orb anyway. That's our 5th total. Yeah, with the Spirit Orbs, the count will actually reset every time you pray to a goddess to get either a heart container or a stamina upgrade. So it says one Spirit Orb, but but we still have beaten 5 shrines. The way you can see how many shrines you've beaten is you actually see it on the loading screen. That's the only way that I know of that you can see it. So we can't really climb the mountains right now because they're, well, a little bit high. Maybe the next episode we're going to try to figure that out. I'm going to keep going up ahead because there should be another shrine fairly close. I'm going to try to get to it before I end this episode. I might have a camp of goblins over here. Oh yeah, I forgot. I just got a new piece of clothing. The Climber's Bandana. So this is the first item, well, not the first item, because we also have a warm doublet that has cold resistance, but this is another item that has a certain property. This one, as you see right there, it says climb speed up. So putting this on may increase our climb speed. I don't really know if this is enough to do it. See, the thing is with the clothes in this game is they come in sets. So there's a headpiece, a torso piece, and a pair of pants. And there's one set that there's for each property there's one set for it. So we will eventually be finding a torso piece with climb speed and a pair of pants with climb speed, and we have all three of those that will give us really good climb speed. And I know from my previous experience, when just having two of those pieces was good enough to give me pretty good climbing speed. I'm gonna just test it out right here and see if I climb any faster with this bandana on. Okay, now I'm gonna try taking the bandana off. I'm just toying around here. Oh, that definitely sped me up. I can tell that sped me up. So yeah, I'm gonna wear this for a little while. Might as well. I mean, it. I guess it increases my defense as well. Not by much, I'm sure. We can cook here if we needed to. I'm not sure if I have anything to cook. Already can't carry any more melee weapons. Let's see if I can get rid of some of these. And get some of the better... Actually, this is not bad stuff that I already have. I wouldn't mind getting rid of some of these Boko clubs. Alright, so what do I want to do with this group? I could climb up. That's what I would rather do, is climb up and get them from above. Key with this game is, height is always, the higher you are, the better advantage you have. So, I'm gonna get up high here. I'm gonna try to sneak. I don't know if they can hear me from up here. I'm not sure how good their hearing is. There is one explosive barrel down there. Actually, there's a couple. And I do have fire arrows to ignite those. If you try to shoot normal arrows at those barrels, they won't blow up. But if you shoot a fire arrow, that should blow them up. So let's do that. And there's... yeah, that will get rid of all of them. Well, no, that won't get rid of all of them. We still have this guy, too. Oh, another cool thing. If you use your arrow while in mid-air, you will, you'll freeze in mid-air, and you'll be able to... you freeze everything in mid-air, and you'll be able to get a pretty good shot off on them. So I use that quite a bit. I mean, that was really part of the original advertising of this game. Like, the very, very first bit of footage was Link, jumping up in the air, and then everything freezes, and he gets his arrows out, and it's all cool, and yeah. So that's a lot of fun, is to do those mid-air, arrow shots. A boomerang, yeah, even though your traditional items that you're used to in past Zelda games are no longer here, like the hook shot and what have you. You still do get boomerangs, but they're used kind of differently. It's not like a separate item, it's used as a melee weapon, but it does actually still do what a boomerang is supposed to do. If you throw it, it will come back to you. But you do have to actually hit the catch button to catch it, otherwise it will just, hit the ground. So yeah, you can actually get boomerangs in this game, which is really cool, and I really do like the boomerangs. They're actually pretty strong. I mean, I just use them as regular melee weapons and whack stuff with it, but if you want to, you can throw them. There's a rush room there. You'll find rushrooms usually on the cliffs. I think I'm assuming by their name, they affect speed. Rushroom, that makes sense. Can I see the other shrine? You can see a structure there, but we'll figure out what that is in just a little bit. Obviously, we have a shrine right here, so we're going to float over to that. You have to float to this one, because as you can see, there are spikes surrounding it. So you have to float on down to it. Pretty easy to get to. And we are going to do this shrine next time on The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. So, thank you guys so much for joining me. This has been Mike1217, and I will see you later.